repeating. Do you know which sounds give you the most trouble?
Good question. I would say like first sound, where
The
like
TH.
that sound or TH sound the most. There are some cases with R sounds,
Yeah.
which are it's like I would say it like if as a single word. What when you put in a sentence, like I have a hard time to when the say fits and ends with R and then start with the TH. That's how I have a hard time to my tongue like doesn't it, I have a hard time to move it from that to that sound, if that makes sense.
Right. Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it does. Like if
that's
you
my
say,
biggest
for
problem.
example, I want to know their thought, right? I want to know their thoughts, right?
Exactly.
Their thoughts.
That would be harder for me to,
Let me
flow with.
hear you say that. Let me hear their thoughts.
Okay, let me hear their thoughts. Thoughts. Yeah. See?
Yeah, their thoughts.
Yeah, their thoughts. That's my
Yes.
biggest.
So one of the things that we talk about, Elvin, is about the breath. When
Right.
we link and we connect, the whole point is that you have to hold the R there, and then that TH sound comes right on top of the R. Their thoughts, their look what I'm doing. Their thoughts.
I see.
Right.
So their see. Okay, give me a second. Their thoughts.
That was it. That was it. You got the tongue in the position. You just had to start the sound sooner.
Okay, so but when you go to R, hold the R, and then basically, okay, hold the R. So their thoughts.
Yeah,
Their
their thoughts.
yeah, their thoughts.
Yes, that was it. That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
Hold
So
the
so it's
R.
about one breath. When we have one thought chunk and we want to link, we want to connect, we want to flow, we do it all on one breath. And in this case, the R sound, you can hold it. Their thoughts, right?
Mhm.
Other sounds like a T sound at the end, if I say uh, tell me that thought. That thought.
See,
That thought.
yeah,
That's
this
different.
another, yeah, and like I said, and those that would be also a problem for me to produce. It's always harder for me to like.
Are you talking to us, Dina? I don't think so.
Oh,
I'll mute you. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I always have a hard problem. Like, yeah, it's like that thought that it's harder for me to move the T and then move it back to
The
the TH
TH.
sound.
I
Yeah,
know,
that
you're not
always have
alone. You're not alone. Monica, is that ever challenging for you, the T and the TH?
definitely. Yes, I
Yeah.
have the same problem, in fact.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the TH sound is not produced the same in any other language than English.
we don't even have that sound in my language. We don't have that sound. That's the
What's your native language again?
Turkish.
Turkish, yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. When you have like a continuant, like an R, or an right? You keep the breath going, and then you let that next sound interrupt right on top of. If it's a stop sound like that T is, that, right? Americans don't pronounce it like the British, that, right? We don't release the T. We say that. And what I'm doing is I'm stopping the airflow. That thought. And then, right, that, I stop the air in my throat. That thought. Try it, Monica.
That thought.
Yeah. Yep.
That thought.
That thought. And then my tongue is that thought, right? My tongue is ready for the TH.
Thought.
Yes. Try it, Elvin. You can turn your sound on. Let's hear.
That thought.
Yeah. Now, it's interesting, right? Because in this case, you have, let me just, let me write it down because this is just for you to all get the visual, right? So you have a TH and then a T and then a TH and then a T, right? So you have to go back and forth and back and forth. So it's challenging to do that because what you're doing is you're saying, you're putting the TH here, Elvin, at the end. Okay. So instead, I want you to think about cutting the airflow, right? So you start here, thought, say that. And so you got the thought, but you stop the airflow. Don't even worry about coming forward to the T. Thought.
Okay. Thought.
Get the tongue inside though. Thought.
Thought.
Yeah. So that's right. Monica, try it. Thought.
Thought.
Yeah. And that's perfectly fine. You're also producing the T. That's okay too. Right. But an American probably wouldn't say thought, like they wouldn't at the end. But it's
like you want us to like remove the T at the end, like I mean in that sound, like that thought.
That, yeah. So what the Americans do is they don't eliminate the T.
Mm-hmm.
They change the T.
I see.
Okay. And in some cases it's a flap sound, and you're going to learn about that in the when we talk about flow. Okay. So when we talk about flow, we talk about the flap sound. That's that letter, later, litter, like the T is an American flap sound. But sometimes what we do is we just put our tongue behind the teeth in the position of the T, but we don't release the T, right? So if I say that, it's right there, but I hold the position and then I stop the air. That. You want to try it, Elvin?
Yeah, that.
Keep your tongue in your mouth behind your teeth. Monica, try it.
That.
Thought.
Yeah. Try it again, Elvin.
Yes. Yeah. That thought.
So you have to just practice. So this is the assignment if you want to work on the TH sound, right? Is you have to just 30 seconds in the morning, 30 seconds at night, every single day. Okay. This is like taking a pill. Okay. It's a medicine. Every morning and every night for 30 seconds, you're going to go like this. And I'm not releasing the T. Mm-hmm. You can, but you see, whether you say the T or you don't, the tongue is inside the mouth. I don't want to see the tongue on the second part. Yeah, exactly. Do it in the mirror. And if you do it in the mirror, 30 seconds in the morning, 30 seconds at night, like you're taking a pill, after 30 days, I think your tongue will start to have that memory.